Okay, so welcome everybody to the first set of presentations for this conference. Very excited to be here. And this segment's called Reacting to Transgression and Disadvantage. So it's a pleasure to introduce to you our three speakers today. I'm Amma and I'm going to chair this session. We've got, first of all, we've got Skye William-Eade, and he's going to present the sublime as a guiding philosophy in the works of artists with dyslexia. We'll then have Raffaella Bortolani presenting informed consent and shared decision-making in women's experience of maternal mistreatment and obstetric violence. And hopefully we will be joined, although Amy doesn't seem to be here just yet, but by Amy, who will present Pump versus Root Cause Interventions to Tackle Violence Against Women. Just as a reminder, I really welcome you to come and have a look at the posters between 1 and 1:45, where not just the presenters from this segment, but all of the lightning talks will have their posters, and you'll be able to speak to them and ask them any questions that you might have. And finally, just to the speakers, as you know, it's lightning talk, so they're 3 minutes only. So once I hand over to you, then you'll have 3 minutes. I'll start my timer, and when you do get to 3 minutes, I'll let you know, and you'll have approximately 30 seconds to wrap things up. It's a very tight segment we have here. But without further ado, it's a pleasure to welcome to you, Skye, and best of luck.
Thank you. Hello, my name's Skye William-Eade, and today I'm going to briefly present to you my research project entitled Art Making and Dyslexia, the Sublime as Frame for Artistic Creation. This is a practice-based research. So as an introduction then, for 25 years I've been studying water, light on water, reflections, refractions, and the morphing of those. I see this as a metaphor for dyslexia. More recently, the work has developed affinities with symbolism and form. Seen on this slide here then are three examples of recent work. On the left, a cube of canvas suspended on its axis, a three-dimensional piece. In the center, a meter-square montage drawing of trees reflected in water. And on the far right, a 5-foot canvas depicting a single raindrop at a skywards gaze, magnified by 1 million times approximately. So in this research then, I'm looking at the area of dyslexia and how that might connect with the area of the sublime. So what is practice-based research? This is undertaken in order to gain new knowledge by means of the practice. This can include paintings, drawings, photography, and any kind of new media, also exhibitions, for example. So the sublime as a frame then, Edmund Burke discoursed on the sense of terror of the sublime and being overwhelmed with strong feelings. Immanuel Kant, his contemporary, talked of duality of pleasure and pain, the dynamical sublime and the mathematical sublime, great in number, going beyond human limits. So in context then, much literature can be found on well-known artists who create work of the sublime, as Rothko, Bill Viola, for example, seen here, very famous work by Anish Kapoor entitled Sky Mirror. But there are gaps in the research, such as how the sublime principles may serve as a frame in understanding the process of making art amongst artists with dyslexia. So my research questions then, the first one being, how may the sublime be used as a frame to develop working methods amongst artists with dyslexia, such as myself? How do we engage in making art from inception, execution, and completion? And thirdly, how did our dyslexic condition, lived experience of marginalization, stigmatization, and discrimination inspire us to evoke existential sublime principles? So an overview then, as it's a practice-based research, will be a continuation of new work throughout. Interviews with selected artists in year 1 and 2 using interpretive phenomenological analysis, co-facilitation of art workshop in the second year, reflexive documentation as part of my methodology, culminating in an exhibition with selected artists, and all of this of course would be written into my theses. Here are my references. Thank you.
Thank you ever so much, Skye, and very well timed. It was just over 3 minutes, perfect. So thank you very much and really interesting. And just going to hand